because I still feel like I'm such a babe. In my everyday life, I serve. I come from a family that served. And to have that spirit of a servant, I think we all should have. In order to share who we are, we have to have that spirit of serving.
That's right.
I work with the homeless population. They're not homeless people, they are people who are experiencing homelessness.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And so every day you see so many survivors.
Say that again.
And I tell them all the time they're survivors because before me and after me, they were here. They're here. And they really are dealing with a lot of, we don't understand the power of the mental illness that a lot of people are dealing with. And so I'm in Los Angeles right now, but my foundation is in Indianapolis, and I want to give special honors to Dr. Khonshu.
Yes, praise Allah.
Without him, I was one of those brought up in the church and spirit-filled and praising the Lord and Jesus, and he's been so patient with me because I battle all the way to the end. And out of his love for me, I have so much gratitude that he has stood by me and continued to teach me. And I'm still learning. But every day going to work, we have our participants. We don't call them clients. They are participants in our program. And like I said, some of them are so deep in their mental illness. But every day I walk in, it's a couple of brothers that rush to the door and open the door for me. And they bow. And the agency I work for is so open to whatever you are bringing forth in your practices, and I wear my crown all the time. And the sisters in the agency, before I came in, they used to ask me, well, why you got that on? Or, what is that? I said, it's my crown. Sister, queen. And so now you will see sisters walking around with their crowns on. And I let them know this is not a costume. I wear this daily. This is not something I just wear in February, Black History Month. This is our garb. This is our holy garb, and this is who we are. And I just want to say that when we're out and being who we are and we are coming across people, you don't really have to say a lot. It's your essence. And if you have a pure heart, that light will shine, and they will see that. So please, when you're out dealing with people every day, first of all, see them. A lot of times we're so busy in life we don't see one another. See them. And as Moorish Americans, we lead with the first highest principle, which is love. And if you see them and they see that love from you, we can draw all men unto us. So just dealing with those people every day is such a humbling, it's draining, but it's such a humbling experience. And one lady, she always comes and she touches me. And she said, I just want to touch you. And you know, and she's an elder, and I always bow to her. And she said, no, I just need to touch you. She said, I bow to you. So I just want everyone to know that this government has taught me so much. And Dr. Khonshu asked me all the time, he said, why don't you say more? Why don't you say more? I'm still soaking up so much. But I listen. I definitely listen. I'm on the call. And he's such a great representation. I feel I don't have to say nothing. But I just think from the first time I met Sister Exception, we hit it off. Sister Neferu, nothing but peace every time I'm around her. But they accepted me regardless of what point I was in. And they showed that love. And I'm so happy to know that I know who I am. And I know that I'm teaching my children now, who I brought them up in the church too. But I'm teaching them now. And so I want to continue to grow and be an example for them. And I just praise Allah for this opportunity. I don't, like I said, I didn't know what to say, but one thing I do want to leave with you is just to have that servant spirit.
That's right.
Islam.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So what I want to do, I'm going to get back to the East Coast for a minute, and I want to call to the podium one of the beloved angels who has been about his father's work. He's been assisting here, there, and everywhere. Because he always, you know, sometimes we get in that, yeah, well, that's him. But at the same time, he get the work done, though. So I want to call to the floor, and then maybe he can introduce it to a few of the people that he brought up, Brother Rogers Bay.
Praise God.
This is one of the beloved brothers that on the front line. Yeah, he's there, you know. Islam mighty mo. So let's have a few minutes to speak, and if you want to call 2 or 3 people right quick.
Yes, sir.
You know. Not my show, but you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace and love, Islam, Moses. First, giving honors to the Father God Allah, honors to our Prophet Noble Ali. Just making sure, honors to everyone, and honors to yourselves for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm so happy to be at home. I'm not going to take it, make it long, just real statements. I love to see when our people come together.
That's right.
It's one thing that we can't do. We cannot solve our problems separated.
That's right.
We may have some issues,
That's right.
but without the conversation, we can't fix those issues. The Europeans, when they got together to conquer the world, they all had separate issues. They hated each other. The Germans fought, the British, this fought, this. But when it came time to conquer the world, they put aside those differences and did what? They came together as one power, conquered the world, and that's moving forward.
That's right.
Yes, we're here, we have our differences. What we're asking for, you see, I press palms with 7 of our good Moorish brothers from some of the temples. What we're doing is we're trying to open that conversation, open that door so we can basically fix some of the issues that happen. If we can find at least 10 common grounds upon those, build upon those, we'll sort the other things around. But we have to solve our problems from our own selves from within.
That's right.
That's what we're trying to do.
Islam.
With that, I really, really, really have to just say this. I'm happy to be home, not going to take long. One of my good temple brothers that I brought with me, and we've been building from day one. When I called him, he's there. When he calls me, I'm there. We have our differences, don't get me wrong. But I do believe that the only way, according to what Marcus Garvey said, nationhood is the only means that you can protect the individual, not only the individual, but what the collective people as a whole.
That's right. That's right.
That's where your power and basically your freedom comes from. Until we are willing to be a nation of people, stand up, we're going to always go through the same problem. There's only one door to freedom, Muslim. One door. We have to unite and be one. Not going to take long. 7, my good brother. Tahaka might let you speak. We have our issues, but like I said, it can be sorted out because it's all love. And I know you got love for your people just as much as we all do. So with that, I'm going to let you speak, my brother. Come on up. 7, traveled all the way from North Carolina with me. Tahaka, come on up just as well. Just say something at least. We're not going to take long. At least just introduce yourself to the people. So these are very good brothers. We politic every day. We talk every day. But it's out of all love. So, all right?
I get the 7.
Islam. First, I would like to rise giving all thanks and praise to Allah, the great God. extend the highest honors to His Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali, extending honors to the forerunner Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and extending honors to everything Moorish under the sun, and each and every one of you. Islam? Islam. What I have, with such elegant speakers up here, I think I took all the words out of my mouth. But, I traveled here from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, branch temple number 3 located in Charlotte, North Carolina. But yet and still I have never lost vision of the fact that we are all Moorish American Muslims here. I've never lost vision that the Negro problem is ours. I've never lost vision that I can't do this on my own. I've never lost vision that I'm forever a student. So I extend honors to everyone up here, each and one of you, because I'm learning from each and every one of you on a daily basis. Each one teach one. Still sharp and still, Islam. The only way we can solve this Negro problem is first dealing with ourselves. The issues that we have within ourselves. Do you know yourself well? And I mean both parts, the higher self as well as the lower self. That part of you that does not pass away, and that part of you that will. Yea, from a finite point of view. Islam? So therefore, I'm just a humble example, striving to be a humble example, a good example of a Moorish American Muslim in my area, along with the assistance of this good brother, very great brother, very, 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 very great brother. And I want to extend honors to him personally for his assistance. And I'm gonna always be here to assist my brother in anything that he needs of me. And either one of you that ever needs my assistance, know that you have a brother upholding and demonstrating chapter 25 at all times. Islam? Islam. Thank you, sir.
Islam. How y'all doing? First and foremost, I rise giving praise. I mean, hey, what happened? What I do? No, for real, I'm like an excited Moorish American Muslim. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But first and foremost, let me rise and give praise to the great God of the universe, Allah. I'm talking about the Lord that woke us all up today. We ain't do nothing to deserve to get up. We ain't do nothing. So I give praise to Allah and I give honor to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You know, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Am I correct? So. Let me say, brothers put me on the spot. I don't have nothing prepared. I just came to show love. I love the unity of the Moorish Americans. I love when we can come together and try to solve this Negro problem. As the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, we got to solve it. It's our problem. You know, me and the brother go toe to toe. Me and the brother go toe to toe. I mean, we beat down, drag each other about this information, but at the end of the day, we recognize that we are from the same source. At the end of the day, we realize that we are the children of one father and the breast of one mother has given you something. That's what we understand. Now, I don't know what y'all understand. I disagree with these brothers like 1,000% on everything. Because my thing is this, I am all for nationhood. I am all for that because that's what the Prophet designed us to work towards. Am I correct? But I always argue the point that if we can't live on a block together, 2 or 3 blocks together, 4 blocks together, in a district together, then we putting the cart before the horse. So I think it's come time that everybody in here, I'm gonna plant the seed. You know my gospel, that we got to begin to plan to live together. Once we begin to live together, we can put our coins together. Once we put our coins together, we control the economics of where we live at. Once we control the economics where we live at, we can control the political landscape where we live at. And then we can develop into a strong nation. Now, like I say, other roads, I'm with. I got your back. I'm going to be here with you every step of the way. But I'm going to tell you, I'm one of them ones on the ground, mortar to the brick, brick to the mortar, and building a nation. So I want to encourage everybody that if you have it in your heart, you have the love of Allah in your heart for your people, Let's try to get some people to build brick to the mortar, mortar to the brick to the ground on a square, building up perpendicular. That's where I'm at with it. But I appreciate you, but don't be trying to cut me off, bro. You won't give me the mic and then nah, all praise be to Allah. I'm just a happy Moorish American. I appreciate you. Thank y'all. This is just my spirit. Thank you, and I appreciate y'all.